Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll drop the Patreon link in the comments below and in the description. And as always, if you guys want to see TA on any other ticker, feel free to drop whatever you want. I'm actually going to go through my comments right now. For YouTube and to see like what and there was a lot of requests here, so AMC and Ape. I'll probably just do only AMC, not both of them. Visa, Walmart. I'll probably stick to ones that are closer together and do those. So NVDA and AMD are able to do TA on XRP. So I have two requests on NVIDIA. I'll probably do NVIDIA and maybe an XRP probably at the end of this video. And then I'll if I have time, I'll release individual videos a little bit later for Netflix, probably Walmart, and then probably AMC a video on itself. And I think Mara and Riot, again, I'll just do separate videos. But for now, I think NVIDIA, AMD, and then XRP, I'll probably do TA at the end of this video. So if you guys don't care about the SPY or the NASDAQ or Bitcoin or anything, feel free to go all the way at the end of the video and then look for that NVIDIA and that AMD and XRP TA. So with that being said, I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish on SPX. I actually think we're gonna go up $10 today, and then I'll show you guys exactly why. This is just again strictly based off of historical. This is actually more of my indicators than TA really. So last time we actually closed in similar positions like this. We actually had similar closes, I think back on, let me find it, not here, here. So historical closes. We actually closed the 8-hour on the stochastic and on the reverse MACD, same place around here. So on the 8-hour, you actually ended up closing here, which pushed you from, 375 to 396. So $20 move, right? And again, another push here, very similar. Right? Pushed us from 380 to 391, so $10 move. Again, $8 move right here. Same thing, stochastic same area, RMACD same area right here, 364 to 376, so $12 move. Again, same push here, right? And this actually ended up moving from 360 and it kept pushing to 376, so a $16 move. Again, right? So very, very, very similar moves. That have happened. Again, 8-hour, no, the stochastic's not where I need it to be. Again, here, 8-hour close up here, same thing, 412 to 419, and then you get pushing all the way up to 430, right? So really this move was a start of a move from 412 to 430. So the $15 move, right? Just took a couple of days to play out. Same thing here, right? This seems like around the same, there's a little too high. Again, same thing here, right? You started off, you closed it here at 395, you kept pushing all the way from 395 all the way to 413, which again is another like $20 move. So I have to guess that minimum, I think we can actually see $10 between this week, like a push up by the end of this week of a full $10, which will take us from this open of 383 to 393. So I actually think that by the end of this week, minimum, we could actually see a 393 price tag on the SPX. And again, you're gonna close this in an hour and 30 minutes. So 6 in the morning, it's gonna close. And then on the 4-hour, it also looks like you're going to close a 4-hour trigger on the bull side. And again, the 3-hour, you already closed it. You're already going up. Let me see the hour. The hour looks like it's going to go bullish again. The 15-minute looks like it's actually going to drop a little bit. So for the 15, I actually want to see us pass this 384 level. I want to break these highs, right? I want to break every single high. And it does look like you might actually do it on the 5. Yeah. So I do think you're actually going to do it on the 5-minute. It does look like you're being consistent on this push up. And I think DXY, I haven't looked at the dollar. Yeah, the dollar keeps getting rejected off that level. And you actually just closed a bear 4 hours. So yeah, I think for sure there's like a 90% chance you're gonna break this. You're gonna break this this downtrend that you have, or this slight uptrend, this little triangle pattern, whatever that's going on. Pretty good chance that that's gonna break to the low end. So, you know, right now it did close a bullish week. Doesn't really look like it's reacting too much to it, which is exactly what I want, because I want the stock market to go up. I don't want the stock market to go down, right? At least for now. Because I do think that we have one more really hard push to the upside before, shit starts getting real, right? But again, dollar is very, very important. As long as the dollar keeps going down, the market's going to go up, and I think that the dollar is going to keep pushing down extremely hard for the next couple of days, especially because it just closed a daily bearish trigger as well, or it's actually going to close it today, and that's going to be it's a very significant close. Again, the last bear day, you went down a full 103 to 104, like a full dollar amount, and again here. So like from 105 down to 104 roughly, so another full dollar amount. So I can forecast like a 104.3 to like a 103.3. So I can 103 dots. So today the dollar actually looks like it might actually come down all the way here to 103.3. You can drop a full dollar, break this, and it's probably gonna be headed back to like around $101 DXY again. NASDAQ, don't need to do much TA on this. If I think the SPY's going to go up, look at that. NASDAQ's finally going to close a bullish day. That means that all tech, more than likely, will have a really nice rally to the upside. Again, every single time it closes a bullish day, what happens? You push from lows of 10.6 all the way up to 11.6. So you push a full 1,000 points, right? And that seems very similar to what's happening now. 10.8, I would not be surprised to see 11.8. Sometime soon, like maybe back up to like these levels, right? Back above this resistance and trading around this range and stuff. So definitely would not be surprised to see it bounce from this level and then come up like that, right? The NASDAQ, again, I think everything's going up. And I think that we can look at Bitcoin, but I am very bearish on Bitcoin. Again, I told you guys, I do think Bitcoin's going to go all the way down to 15.7. Not surprised if it does start. I actually think it's going to start the move today. So as of right now, I'll probably set maybe some sort of. I'll probably start my martingale shorts on Ethereum today, because I do think it's going to go down to 15.7, possibly lower. This is probably going to be my trade right here, right? I mean, I can probably move this a little bit more this way. That's fine, but more than likely, I'll set this above wick, right? I'll set this above like wick high, like right there. My entry will be here, and I will take this all the way down to 15.7, 1.87 R&R. That's fine. But again, that's first TP. Second TP will probably be 12,300. And again, I don't think crypto's correlated with the stock market anymore. I really don't, right? Really don't think so. So I think that crypto is actually going to dump pretty hard, and I think that the market's going to rally super hard, right? I don't think it's correlated. I don't think the NASDAQ is correlated with crypto anymore. I think, the stock market and crypto historically were never correlated with each other, right? It just happened recently, in like the last year or two, right? So crypto and stocks aren't supposed to be correlated. They're correlated with the dollar. And even the dollar dropping, is not moving crypto, which means that the amount of selling pressure is there and it's hard. Right, so I do think that as of right now, we've started our descent back to 15.7 for sure. Starts today. The descent to 15.7 for crypto, for Bitcoin, starts today, and I think that we've started possibly the descent further down to like 12.3. But let's move on to the actual TA that you guys wanted for the requests. NVDA, it's playing out exactly how it's playing out. I guess I already did TA on this, right? I guess it was back here, long to trend and then dump it. So as of right now, NVIDIA, I don't know. I don't know if I would actually short it from here to 113. There's actually a pretty solid chance that it's going to rebound back to 158. So this might not, it might not actually, because I'm actually bullish on the market, right? So the first part actually is playing out. I don't think now I would actually short this all the way down to here. I want to see how the week closed. The week is still bearish. That's the thing though. I don't really know how the NVIDIA trades, which is a problem. I would wanna see. You're pretty high on the stochastic, so I would think that you're actually gonna start a new trend here. You would actually have your new trading range here, and if this ends up being like a 618 retracement on the fibs, I'd say long this every single day. So Is it? You're pretty close. That's pretty close to a 618. Yeah, I'd say long all this. I think we're gonna rebound off of this 140 level, especially because I think the SPX and the Nasdaq are actually at the lows. So I think it actually ends up doing this. If you break this, at all, you start creating some nice little, some nice little candles down here. You're probably gonna do this, and then you're gonna dump all the way down, right? If you break this trend here, if you break this, I say short this 100%, right? If you start breaking some nice candles under this trend right now, you short this shit down to like 113 for sure. But for right now, pretty bullish, right? You're actually running up. I mean, you're the stochastic, right? You're on price divergence right now. I'd say long this back to like 158. As far as time frame, I don't know what the time frame would actually be for this. If I had a forecast where NVIDIA is going just by previous moves on the dollar or on the daily, for my using my triggers, I'd say the next move is probably gonna be something like this. There you go. So in 14 days, right, in 2 more weeks, my guess is that 14 days, my guess is that in 2 weeks it'll actually do something like this, 28, like that. That would be my forecast for the next 2 weeks. Right, that's what I think NVIDIA is going to go. I think NVIDIA is going back to 169, 170, and more than likely, if it does do this, it might actually. I mean, hopefully, it breaks this trend. I don't know if it is, but if it breaks this trend, it kind of sort of was doing that up here. But again, you have a nice little gap here. Oh, that's perfect. You have a nice gap at 174. 173. So if anything, I'd probably move this a little bit higher and say it's going back up to fill that gap at 174. So yeah, within 2 weeks, early January, mid-January, I'd definitely say NVIDIA is going back up to like 175-ish. That's my guess. NVIDIA, AMD, again, if NVIDIA is going up, I think if NVIDIA goes up, AMD is going to go up. It's very simple. And you did break. To break a nice little trend you had, close the bull day. You're starting to barcode around here. I mean, I haven't looked at AMD in so long, man. So long. Where are you at? Did you already bounce off supports? Yeah, you already did. You already bounced off support. Yeah, so let me get rid of this so we can start from scratch. So AMD, I think I'll do XRP next. XRP is actually a really funky chart. I just saw it yesterday. Shout out to Flair. He's my go-to guy for XRP. He knows so if you guys want to join Patreon, there's a guy named Flair on there that's absolutely ridiculous with XRP, and I actually go to him for a lot of the XRP stuff. He's pretty good at reading that chart, man. AMD is weird. AMD's kind of funky because it definitely looks like it's barcoding for now, and it's just trading sideways. But let me see if I can find a good trend here. Trend. Yeah, I'd say yeah, I mean, I'd say that's a nice little trend you got going on there. But it looks like you actually broke from this previous trend. Did it break? Sorry, I'm talking to myself because this looks really funky. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like you're kind of breaking already, right? Yeah, either way. I mean, if you use this first, initially I like using the second wick high, but if you use the highest wick, yeah, it looks like this already broke to the upside. Even if you try to use all wicks for the trend here, this looks pretty good like that, right? I would probably do that. That's what I would probably do for my trend. I mean, maybe this. I mean, either way, it all looks like you broke. It all looks like you broke. Let's see, where's the 4 hour? This is one thing I hate about stocks that trade on. They use extended trading. There you go. 4 hour, 8 hour, 1 hour, daily. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'd probably go with the daily. It looks like you might actually come a little bit lower down here to $58. So you might go a little bit lower and then bounce from there back up to like $70. That would be my guess. But it seems like you actually broke a really good trend from a while ago. So yeah, I'd have to guess that for now, you might actually be creating a really good trend here, right? So before your trend was this, right? That was your trend before, right there, and that broke. But that's fine because you're actually starting to, you're actually starting to go down on the stochastic. You're actually at lows. So if anything, I'd say a new trend is starting, right? And your next level or your next forecast is probably going to be somewhere like, right? Yeah, I'd say your next level is probably $95 in like maybe a month or two, but I mean, it definitely looks like it's starting to it's springing up to actually run to the upside. So I'd say, personally, if this breaks, probably long it at $58 because I think the Nvidia is going up, so AMD should ideally follow, right? It should ideally follow. Really good chance we have earnings crush. That's going to be a different video completely. Earnings crush for Q4. Really good chance that Q4 comes in ridiculously ugly, which is called the earnings crush, and everybody just completely fails earnings. So that is something completely different, right? And I'll make another video on that. But as far as TA goes, right? As far as TA goes, I think there's a really good chance that it could bounce from here and run to like $70 or so. That's what I think for now, right? That's what I think. XRP looks like it's, oh wow, it had a nice little sell-off, yeah. So XRP, it looks really funky on the weekly. If this is like the most perfect like head and shoulders pattern, if you could see it, right? So I don't usually trade candlestick patterns, but when they're perfect like this, I trade this every single time, right? So on this chart right here, I would 100% short this, right? 100%. There's no reason for me not to. But keep in mind that it does look like it's gonna close a bullish week. And usually on bullish weeks, it tends to react really well, right? It tends to actually push up extremely well on these bullish weeks for XRP. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually looking really ugly. And right now, you have a nice little drop on XRP here, and you're going to be closing a bearish day soon. So for now, even though the weekly looks like you should long it, it's not confirmed yet. You don't have a confirmation until Sunday, right? That weekly doesn't close until Sunday. So I wouldn't touch XRP until Sunday. I would actually look into shorts. I would actually look at shorting XRP right now, actually. So it looks like it is actually going to close a bearish day. So I would probably wait till it actually closes the bear day because I would want to get a better entry to see if there is. But if I had to do anything, I'd probably look into shorting XRP down to like 26 cents. Just from what the chart is showing me right now, right? Your next level would actually be somewhere around here, like 33 cents. So first TP would probably be like 33 cents. And then the second TP, if it breaks that, would actually be 26 cents, right? So first target, you're looking at 33 cents. Second target would be all the way down at 26 cents. And then if it breaks that huge trend, right? If it breaks that trend from, I don't know where this is from. If it breaks that trend from literally, what, 2017? If it breaks that trend of 26, you're going all the way down roughly, probably to like 16 cents. After 16 cents, you're looking at a target of like 0.005 cents, to be honest. So again, short term, very bearish on XRP. Sunday, we'll come back and we'll redo the TA for XRP, but it does look like for now, it's a good idea to short this down all the way to 33 cents. And if that low breaks down here, short this to 26 cents and you hold your short. So again, just to recap, I think today for the SPX, I have, I don't want to say my gut because you should never trust your gut, right? It might be right, it might be wrong. But personally, I think today we're going to see a $10 move. Today, tomorrow, this week, we'll see a $10 move on the SPX. And I think that by the end of this week, we're going to be at 393 possibly. So again, but if you guys just want a range for today of where we're actually going to be trading at, it's going to be the range that we had, I think the same range from yesterday, right, really. So you're going to be looking at 387 down to 381. So just looking at everything right now, I'd say long this back up to trend. If this trend breaks, we're going to 393. That's kind of easy to tell. But right now, we're actually going to be closing a 15-hour trigger. So I'd say this is probably going to be a short-term short. I'd probably short this now, right, down to like 382 maybe. I want to see how this 15-minute reacts, and then it might actually keep pushing to the upside. But for now, your full range is 381 to 387. Closer. I still think that if we can manage to close this 8-hour on the bull side in an hour and 19 minutes, I think we're gonna run straight to 393 by the end of this week. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.